competent enough akobetimi no sika se wuti Spiogabra the ambition has been
completely wiped out.
Abansimani Bagbe, one of the finest. Opa Bobo, Joshua Labinom, and Kofo Obia unity at the county. Obia unity at the county because Osase Gumu young boys. And we could call law school. I built a political dynasty to fight JJ Rawlings. Now, Onuna, the founder of NBC, on the cover about the party. Now, you know, Mahama cohorts. NDC as a political party at the moment, it is not a party. The party has totally collapsed.
It's the west of Mahama.
Yes, NDC has collapsed. Hey. Now it's a Mahama court. Oh, I'm just telling you. You don't understand it. They don't. Do they have a party, party now? Wing in a grassroots structure. Go to the grassroots and check. NDC was formed under the wing of 31st December Women's Movement. And all we are kids on warning. I am Pamon. You know, my before we party anymore. Almost say party, you almost yeah. You ready? Ama Anita di Sosa way. Koko Anido. And say, Mahama, if you don't speak the language of Mahama, forget it. I'm just telling you the monitocracy of the Ghanaian politics, the front line. The Mahama, Ghana politics, you know, started 20, that's me. Or twice or bad bribe me so many times.
How many twice about bribe?
Yeah, this is Mahama for. Hey, I'm just telling you, I'm not lying. God is my witness. Why would I sit here like?
Sir, Obama scan why?
Yes, 2012.
Now we have to Okafonga home.
2012. Ya diska Ghana must go mudi kusi mu dada madam for bisa membrameji.
Hey.
Etina sa boys here. O mudi di etira. O mu fo say da boy bi say kuha na nim say o ha. Say sikanti. Na je sika ka mi jiska dada. O mudi mo me pese bo company for bi. City hotel here. City hotel here. They came here to bribe me. Here.
And they're going to live.
Going to live. Wontumi is aware. Busau umasa Wontumi. That day, Wontumi is aware. Go and ask Wontumi. Yes. 2016. When my Jubilee House at your baby a post office in one. And you power Bempah, me person body me harassing too much. All the good car boot or so West State in your way in your jet. Na ko anutum host democracy.
That's right.
Yeah, democracy. Minimum. I didn't take it.
Happy FM.
That day me buy I also fire me say music feel no yan na me di. E bia we be now dey fix the country ti awu say sika na open. President we expect to go for be from one be Oscar. Yeah, no. We have an integrity to protect. I'm proud. Obi pa we mo dua as ma make am boa. Me can't throw. Etino monitocracy in Ghanaian politics started under Mahama. Everybody is bribable. Anybody who matters, they will bribe you and take over. And therefore, one way or the other, if they do so, then you become part and parcel of it. Ti Mahama no, ne legacy no in Ghanaian politics no de buy him. Ebi na makachiro no. Create, loot and share. That is their. If you are not with them, so I'm try no man yawa. They will go and pick certain people. Say Hopeson say, "Oh me do atema akofa one celebrity. Obi o matter. You be do Owusu Bempah. You be do matema. Now brought me to us me ma go report do London me Ghana better Ghana. Or can already also say I say oh aben mu na power. It wouldn't tap over the family say obi a we repeat. Easy. And I'm telling you, and they say me to go Germany. You see, these are people, they have no credibility. And in the minute I don't follow them, no, they have a propaganda wing and they will start attacking you. Now let me tell you what, Mahama has no credibility.
Thank you.
You know why? Thank you to Yokoi. There's no meaning in it. Bibia you want more to offer the people of Ghana. Now they are going to me Hopeson. Me yani say Ghana me no more betonchia. Say if God forbid, I know it will never happen. Say you allow Mahama a president to Ghana. Ghana will become the cheapest leadership hoard ever happened in the history of world politics.
Why?
Cheap. So cheap that anything can cheer me and do minus. Yes. Oh why? You can't say my tea, they make you a bupra. I am being very philosophical and analytical. Okay? Obia Cho the first coup d'etat. Hopeson. Or Cho the first coup d'etat and a president to be the Coco and the Holy Su, Kabana, Kwakano Kuru, Menaka Makasa.
Yes.
Atanos who you know, we say, Obia Bedima Penny or Auto. Ghana for bet man anyway. On in our was our master so much wealth. What first Sika Ghana for Sika so much wealth. If you copy English newspaper who say Airbus. Only one example should tell you. So corrupt to the state say President Ibianiba Ghana why so corrupt that what I say a deep corruption here but no bia shall see a grinning.
Yes, I say
Papa will inquire Nyoma or yeah under his watch. Ghana for the soon 4 years. A bin si Ghana bakosemu da. A bin si da. Not even the military leaders. Military leaders who are maybe Ghana sukoye.
It never happened.
O man peni bia ni wa Ghana. O man fa Ghana japade achicha mo ay da. And yet Oriya Olusu power miserably. Ebi si Ghana because big dash of Mampeni be incumbent will lose over 1.2 million votes. Ghana for rejecting our pound. Was saying ya kukudro. Asa sorry say Papa no okay ever say Kufu Adorye require. Will keep all his promises. You what? When ever say let's play the devil advocate say Kufu Adorye. But Kufu Adorye Amammuo protective pansam crown. Nye bini yo Amammuo full time Mahama bebu nkruma. What I say? And yet Papa nya kukudro. I sorry Gina out me the cancer be Ghana. They said you're okay. They said you're okay. Now the Mahama Kufu Adorye class or court to the Nsem no manka. The general secretary say any idiot can go to court.
That's right.
I said look at the big Ghana for in item. So we idiot you can go to court. And yet was our corona by catch and you say court no court. Ghana for you. Me cast a marry name bow. Me Mahama.
What is wrong with you?
Tell me about me name bois. Tell me tell the person which me Hopeson. Me person which me anu fratia bi bofo no tie or no you I'm
I because I don't
was say na Ghana for yeah press conference you see yeah was say na me
now we announce we
na me person me supporters no me person me calm wo down because me so hopeless me so incompetent me ntimi MPK coalition resource to even let alone manage the affairs of this country and therefore no me personal ambition as usual that me ambition because you me first good leader na me nyama bi say me di president e be to me kwa mu a president bi wu ya se egu mi ko mo se ya nde o and be di president me fa Ghana for sika nyina because ya na ma control me party no a me person me sa be di mampani bi o akwan bi aso no ese me di mampani it may use every ways and means possible to get myself to power. And without any Ghana nia bebe bia ni kroma obeti ma stop because my be that president bi wu amabedi mampani ma fa Ghana for sika obi atu anya mewe ma ye dia mepe ma toto enyoma bebre aye enyoma am monetize Ghanaian politics ma change enyoma bia wa obi atu man call me block na fe no me sorry na obi ya dia
is it because of the constitution
be
obligations the man
obligations in there nyoma ekoso no ye ka wase enti no wakeka Ghana for animu mu say sabi o Ghana for e abisito wo eluti the America che na make sure say so what in an unlikely event say Ghana for a mistake near sa koto Obama sa papa we ba Ghana will be a laughing stock in the world. Africa even military dictatorship they will laugh at us for allowing him. Even international community, nobody will give us loan for us to even deal with. Okay. Because so we check all indications. Any new law, maybe will come out. Okay, one example. Okay, corruption under Mahama was so institutionalized to the extent say aban vehicles ya beka no anya be say repeat bi enter Ghana for ni bi wo ya refuse no say dey aban vehicles obeye mampani ase me ba kan ka che o say me Owusu Bempah mo pa mo modua me ba Ghana gas me nye aban car na mu da me nye fuel coupon da me nye aban dan na mu me ameka me ana use me ameka o just say apart from marketua me salary am gin wo ho I don't take anything furniture go me office me ana me to money tell you
okay
etino me ba be show the difference me ba na me
Mahama na ka we na
obeto me Mahama na me ko job
Hey.
Kofi
chubafo
omo ba kono and government vehicles are ewo abankisi
okay
abankisi
Jubilee House
and omo tonton ma omo now listen to the names date vehicle model Toyota Avensis
We didn't the pass over.
since January 2017 Akufo-Addo afa banyam ababa wa customer John Dramani ma my friend Joyce Mutari allegedly Toyota Avensis GT 343514 or $24,000 $24,000 no or $21,000 Ghana cedis 21,000 Ghana cedis and on fako
A boy more than 1 billion cedis.
So you allegedly. So
where Jifa Ativo allegedly
My sister.
Toyota Camry 2014 model
that's branded.
GT 1414 or $46,000 Ghana cedis car you turn almost $21,000 $121,800 Ghana cedis offer free. What you say you have Victor Smith on
From ambassador.
since January 2017 Akufo-Addo age banya no ebeka one day am wako swear o Independence Square now what ton ye car ba BMW 523 2011 model or $29,800 Ghana cedis.
BMW.
These are the people who can say adena mobile one choma yenya attorney general ma bi obetra wa onu de se hwemfa no hu se de yo documents ni go as Wontumi and prosecute peteba. It serves to them right. Etino ye de e ba e be go de wura mu biati. These are some of the documentations I check say bibi kofu eti ye ti fixing Ghana movement. This is what we came to inherit. And then what is Akufo-Addo Amammuo Benkasiemu ye cheche o maya me de me ho ye example Owusu Bempah me de me ho ye example say ye mama kwanya se me nkwa ban na me nkoye head of communication for Ghana Gas me ko ye na maketua pe na meje me nji bibia o omo pa omo mra let me proof at all. Okay, this is the kind of leadership Akufo-Addo mo ti aze Hopeson no ko ho ko hwe VVIP no jeni ya me de ye me yonko ma me mane kasa mo ko hwe VVIP no the way I say ya need improvement about the ama security situation and put on for no de elubone fa ho kwa or for chi wo within that space sabi wa meji aban bibia wa fa bibia ana baby oya aduma no he is attached to there. And a lot of things that happen there people don't know. But when you don't feel for it, say Captain Smart, you say a brand TV and a boy, we say Kuha, say Nafu baby. Any Makunwa, Omona Jimono, Office Owusu Bempah and Hopeson, said ya Tamsika, yeah, fixing the country movement, yeah, Obia my caple,
Yeah, Sika.
Obia my caple,
Yeah, yes.
Menabeka Messi mi jana radio iswaka obia ma ye kapre
hona me awe
but it's just here.
ye pese ye kire Ghana for say so do man na utu ho ache na wo dia ye say anye bia Akufo-Addo atama me krom akola bi te pataman wetima ba Timothy school and then because of good leadership of mine one district one factory krom asante ache wudu all the flow uduma so on and the steel factory or create jobs now say say ban we yet na ban bi oba so be create one sugar factory etumi amaswa tibongo su journalist e no gina wa why no say tigare confuse why o so dey yeguru koma obegina wa no cancel
no
okay sakwa
Ebusafo yana se Wontumi TV so ne mo hwe Wontumi TV na membo mu Nsem na nyumre na ye de som Ernest Owusu Bempah convener leader and the country movement and I'm very Hopeson Adorye
as my county dem ka
member so
me say repeat say me ba mu
Meka
David so can me can on record it's very important
so the car say
don't joke with that credibility
what can that
me ni aban car me ni aban dan dem me ni me salary so mo giga me to the salary pay slip
abeche
I have never taken anything. It took us a government now you woman. Ye Akufo-Addo ne man o training ye ne bi ne ye nye corrupt.
Okay.
Ye nye obi a ye ni brad ye say ye pese about power. Ye be GBB e wa ba mu die ti ye nya bra ye ba.
All right, enti ebusafo e su se tim komo na ya he. Niema SCA na ye di nkomo na afi nwuma pa aban no so ba wo ye. Na no che the Tuesday na nya se betwa e wo atuma bravo boko yes che the
aye for the
Emma agenda 111 ahun komo esitie enti NS me so say unim say the FSC kire yentu ase kakra na ye ni mona manfo ntie the FSC kire Mr. Chumbuafo ma mentie o efa mampani dada mahama say we kwatanki to ne issues around the afi you proceeding kwenu
is that to see me pese me bisa me ho say to no coin no okokoye den
oda Ghana fo ase
okoda ne ho adi a kire Ghana fo bio ana so okoda Ghana
fo ase
okoda won ase said den
abana ye 2020 no
say what
6.2 million
you into okoda said den
no church ni me match there
oh masa the campaign and he started this campaign but
say this first had remember
me pacho say na no betimi wo what ya se mo cash no o so nipa no
obi atimi ntuma
wa mokron nti o sika he's got so much wealthy obi atimi no pacho
one betimi se so na rade muko prime minister mama na be use sika me ba not consider to sika busa option all the train obi a police station executive from what and they national general secretary why obi ebe we are moko congress ensu amoba no baby ambada wo be tuaka bibia till the last day of the elections
we are not a leader
yes of course let's say no kanu we yes an eme nyina because for some people you are the only one who is resourced
okay
it's no wo de beko but na me fan say fitiasi bi Mahama president, ex-president, me to no coin. I've asked myself so many questions, but say, but me kakre woman say, uko you who di achrenko for said then. Kase binsu ya efi ni to no ni other journalists on one kasano. I don't understand say because he has a bit of a communication degree no. I don't know whether say I or mode ni kasano properly or not.
This is a fake communicator I've ever.
Because you see, say
we see respect this baby na sis
baby eno de hu hia ti amenyo ko ya ye boy ye wumi ye womra ne won hihye ne wotan bi obi abedi na manso wo kai say enye ha na meka bi se be ko kan wo man FM misi nipa wo di ade no esune kura na esune kura pa na esune butu kura na esune kura kronkron obi a de debiso all I'm saying is that what are you going to tell Ghanaians? Said then, who did do so as I with you? Who can catch a Ghana fish? Who did do so as I with you? I am just wondering what is in the presidency. Mahama, I and I so already on quadra, disrupting other people within the NDC with man run the affairs of this country, which I me also which you could do and we in America. What I'm saying is that you as a president for 400 to 500 years, American my sentiment, Ghana, ubi on for the Libya 4 to 5 years. The line of production of goods and services went to a standstill, and he's aware there is nobody. I'll be to my challenging Mr. American. Ayasebia and Dami Komemu, the Damajum certain be a person educated Ghanaians. Now what is as I say? The line of production and services was doomed in Ghana. One simple reason, clear. Why is it clear? We did not manage properly the energy industry. Now, in any sector of the world, economy beyond energy, what to manage it properly, it means that the whole economy gets reversed. I say car, what do I say? Reverse. That's exactly what Mahama brought us here. Meaning, hairdresser for no we need to because there was no energy to move their business. Nipa wire plumber for our melt pipes. We need energy to move. Nipa what on ice cream said you maybe to wait in the area one can. Ne ice cream nyina ewo ne ba ne freezer mo. Osaw no dey go temo because what to mean tongue because there was no refrigeration. Ekoya akodu pepper so be sebe nipa wo use gas wo restaurants near the wo baby wo ha be do won adwuma ni ho because there is no energy to move that sector. So no kind of Muhammad emphasis am na mo mai there are a lot of media houses who be do am igusu your program na light right echo off. So that means that those people did not have any line of production. Now there were people who did not have jobs because those employees could not employ you because there's no energy for you who need to be aware. Once upon a time, those were for me be unemployed graduates association. These are tiny bits. Our more the macro economy back down. So there comes a fine gentleman who wins an election in 2016. Was sworn in 2017. When the man came, young Kano Kwari and yes, he be supporting an Kufado. And you Buruseka and what Musebuka. Massa, sir, sectors of this economy and as sectors of trade are making, has anybody complained in Ghana here? Say the line of energy, want to be my employment. Minya, do you know something? The Ministry of Business Development as a communication specialist. So we were working alongside the NEIP. I am a Sky, why finance minister here, John Kumano no Diano. What imagine my yes, from Mebunu. So what I say, a one on need one year boom, I share one hour to be a juma. Then Yamon Sky, as one or as one I said one year juma. Now, within that time, not John Mahama. Okay, no time no by on. He did not care. It is out or no coin or koi so Okodawan as I said then. Okodawan as I said he did not care. What do you mean? What's fixing the country? Yes, you're fixing the country movement. The energy sector na mekano. When Akufo-Addo came to power, let's be honest. Ghanaians would attest to us that Akufo-Addo has fixed the energy sector. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Yes, he has. Akufo-Addo has fixed also certain sectors as that minimum force one way then beyond Meburu especially. There was one intake of Meburu of 100,000 children, youth. The one coin also near Juma of our coin. Me back Kumasia, so last week we empowered 1,350 people. Kumasia Akra technical here who repeat you. Out of that we made created an employment of 44,000 direct jobs. Indirect jobs, where you can't want some here. Has a Akufo-Addo fixed it or not? Yes, he fixed it. Because within that time, not Okwabrang, to me, will be 50 cities and 5 cities. Offer Koya Breko. Breko now, again, and girls is then employment on Yamagofo. None. But Akufo-Addo has been able to fix the unemployment issue in this country. Meaning say but say only by me nyina miso only po makope no wo wiase o ye nyina ene ewurade nyankopon otuturubusia na singini Yesu Kristo kokura kwa wotu be wi nyina nti owim mo koi ma Paul no nyina be start say we wo did echi ye na djuma pa man okay we wi na djuma obi ani wiase otu be wi na djuma but ebinim chen bi o nana ebinim chen bi initi ukọ mikrom ha wo yang ankyere before be yang ankyere wo se kufu kotobiri jasa bropam nana esure kura na esure kura na esure kura pa na esure kura na esure kura pa na dan ko ekufaro because we tie nkofo wako wiase nyina Ghana hangina are soliciting for ideas. Maza, do you know something? One district, one factory. One of the most remarkable schemes are the Nekufado buying Wabe fixing from 1973, the 13th of January 1973. General Achampong, I am what they say. The year could be 2 Buzia. You know, or 2 Buzia, you know, Kwame Nkrumah. Niamo Jawi, Mekai Ghana Industrial Holding Corporation, Giho. Mukumasi Anamu Rua Hamewa. The benefits. And then Samia Mana Wayano. I'm saying about 17 factories, am I correct? Yeah. Kumasi no shoe, yeah. Offending shoe factory, another shoe factory, Kumasi shoe factory. Ukwa Ghana hanging out. What buying what saying was say isum canary was say boss tie was say siama offending oil fields back on offending the waterman fishes was saying the NDC government done that. Now I'm asking John Mahama within the NDC area rollers no buying or your brand or your mama no dimunofata and kabotuma and tuma sort of implement out. When we come to implement that Nana Akufo-Addo, he stands up very clear. Okay, Mamika Sebicho, Ubia nim side the wrong say Oko to say UN. Well, when she say Bia, I to say Amammuo diso. Channel 17. So what's your first 17 goals? Sustainable development goals. To see I can see, there has emerged. There's been an emergence of a leader here. Some of the world who have made more money, who their GDP community per capita income, we're watching him. But at the moment as we speak, the man has actually equaled 2. One of them is the free HS to make sure that each and every individual in this country here would have access to education. Okay. As we speak now, the second one, which is so remarkable, that was started by Nana was the health. Okay. Make sure the health industry everybody and yes, every single person, so long as you pay your premium, a small little premium, you are allowed to be looked after completely free of charge. Okay. Oh, Tobras, man, let's see this. 3 minutes, Tobras. Eko pepesi. Nana say so what agenda 111. Obrepono tiane jana Jumapo ye, which is the health industry. Moving on that agenda 111, 88 district hospitals. So what I say, what 11 they can want aya. 111 is last training. Now, uni bibi send me mitibi kurumhei, me baby ameto aba wo ekropanga krapem wo ekropanga krapem. There were only 1 district hospital. Our friend Tetakwachi, so Tetakwachi odi koko bae na. It is a metiana se be NDC ni. Na se na Akufo-Addo ako improve and refurbish wa uplift sa hospital. Sena me maame ana menena bi ekuofuruwa. Menina bi ekuya densua, menina bi ekuya techiwa. What do they call our hospital no? Ne ebe den, ebe mi fifiri a mi te wona me den, ebe sanga no, mi ntu fifiri bi wono. Akwa bele se mi de mi NDC ni na me pese Mahama ba no be di president. Eniti ne oye onye hwe krai. Masa wo se uchi okwadura no yi na America. Sa 80 enama obranko etikwa yeren apaye no. All you have to do is to encourage the government to as much as we propose implementation. We need to help him to implement it. By implementation, but you see, very unfortunate. I want the NDC through Mahama, baby, I will be an agree. Now make comparisons, especially with education, unemployment, and health. Okay. Sadi, I want the NDC to just go back to the table. Masa, if they compare, what's the level? Otufu, what's the quarter question better? I did. Nagasa, you saw a quarter, Nagasa, you saw to be Mantaba. Because you see, I'm not being repetitive. That gentleman could not create employment. That gentleman could not actually uplift the educational system. That gentleman could not uplift the health. These are one of the 3 vital things in this country here. If you don't give them jobs, they relate themselves into what we call a social vice. You know what the social vice means? That means that they've got absolutely nothing to do. They have very idle hours, so they get into things like prostitution, thievery, nyama and one here. Earlier on, because we for the social responsibility. What Nana Akufo-Addo done is in one of the earlier speeches that he wanted to build Ghana, or he wants to build Ghana to become the gate of trade. He wants to build Ghana to make it an entrepreneurship climate. How do you build an entrepreneurship climate? You have to build that entrepreneurship climate with the private sector-led investments through the youth. And that is exactly what that man has done. He's all gone by instituting different initiatives from different sectors, NBSSI, NEIP, in October here, there is going to be another intake of 150,000 workers for NACOP. This is what we want to tell Ghanaians, because it is very evidential. Say, Wontumi fa nipa fi NAPCO 100 multiplied by one salary is 7. Aye, 700,000. Okay. So see, 150 multiplied by 700. Aye, Marty says what's so that couple NAPCO today 1 a year salary. They come to the crazy. So it means that organization for me has fixed the Ghana Ghana movement. It tells you quite clearly that if they are bringing it on now, then we are prepared to make that comparison. Because if we make that comparison, you will get angry with yourself. The reason is because any sector of the economy, I'm putting my fingers to my chest, and I ask God to forgive me if I have offended him by swearing, that every sector of this economy, every sector, even right up to chieftaincy upliftment, Akufo-Addo has fixed it. Why? Look at that bond. Look at that remarkable thing that he's done. But let me tell you something. The BIA Ghana has his Siana. Akufo-Addo has fixed it. He's continued to fix it, and that is it. That's why we are here.
Chum, obviously, Mama said he is not a magician to create jobs. NDC destroyed all of Kwame Nkrumah's factories.
That's right. I went to 17.
But here to Kokobe. Nana say, Ernest, was him Mukuno? Hey, and yeah, I was on Faragana. What Faragana, my member? I want to chama to be gone. Now, not yet to say, I need a member. And then you will group. Mammy Musa said, I buy by where you might be, Ugusa Warrior. Now, near my banner, buy by yet. My first word, and the near Makoswa is true. What are the things that Koswa? Ubepesa Ghana for Buhubi. You ma a banner Sasia or Yentibi.
No, but that's it. Yasha, many can fanfa the roses. Okay. Just say, I buy Bia Macrumha. And that's all my. I just say, what you mean? I can't quite essay Akufo-Addo.
Unprecedented.
Obiani. Obi biara ni ho.
Kwame Nkrumah today.
So, president. Ene me ne wo ka say Okofota regional hohoi. Just wo hwe inaugurals. Said ye yetima ye aba bibia aye kama na just say wotimu say yes. Just say adwuma wura ya mo akwata. Wo bo dwuma papa. Kwado. Enwie the 8-year term no na Kumasi to Accra na edu akarich before say Akufo-Addo enwie the the presidency anya Akufo ya adomo a wo be hand over ediama MPP president eno na ufri
MPP candidate
Kumasi konkran ya
MPP president
say kai we nam ha the dem dem odo de ka se ye adwuma wo hwe ye mpotemu a emre bi bae na kumasefo kam say ya kwan
preachers be from Swami.
That's right. No, we are gusu ayeye. Ah, beso okwa akra ba bia ayeye. Swami e na obi atwa bai. Wokọ impotemu bebre a wo bo se adwuma ye den e koso e ne kai kan. E ti akwan de Nyankopɔ adom. Akufo ado aban wa twa kwan papa. Ye wie ye yoguso. Hwe abu wo kai se NDC for ewo aban mu. No mo ka se akwan de o mo atwa akwan pa. Wo mo kan ya. Oh, wo mo ko opposition ani wa manto. Ana Akufo ado ntwa kwan. Ana yakwa we nyina se ene kai ka onam se eh na Akufo we enyo mo de so mo atwa kwan. So wo de tie no. Ene ye bedu Kumase a ye ba. Ana me se mo hu airport yi. NDC for kasa Mahama ye Kumase airport. Mahama ye Kumase airport is so the yellow brand new way. Me kai pa president Akufo Adorye o ti kokko so. No muti wonu mu aye dia asoso ye den e bo fom. A che se wo mu start bibia on the scratch. Aya se Nyankopɔ ado. Wo se e koso ye pa. Nyankopɔ ya do ma minim se endu desi e honu mu nko yi no. E che so matima ye wi. O mu si dan yi wi a. O ti se dan desi wo se abre ya e hoda ya yi no. O bebu e hodo nyina afiri hono. E hodo mu nyina ba ye runway e ni ade. I mean beautiful you can say airport near Babe. And this is 40 meters, $29 million. And the quota of a good runway so. And the light to airport.
Kumasi
International Airport. And last Mako, and then 3 days. Mako, make sure so ye pass. Now, International Airport, no. And then who says our way through because that is queer in Masi. International who said Omochon. I didn't know Kumasi Airport too. I don't know international. INT kitwa bikoko shempi Kumasi International Airport that's kai na we timi fair international airport man ye eti Akufo ado aye number 2 we share educational sector we said there Akufo ado tima bomodin
Charlie
amagana ni bia ba what do secondary school level we timi go school not even say yes Akufo ado about bomodin aside that what your schools no more facilities are or they kika existing ones no enya de kedo hwe NDC for TV ka say oh I know mo buy o mo TV school bia ne de kai ka ho o mo TV see brand new school bia o mo person ka ye ko ye ka say micro magrasi po bia di ne akọ si new school ye say oh Akufo ado about si secondary school by enya no ni Amammuo no wokọ America de ada eya o aya na community bia no omo wo basic schools no e wo modo omo wi secondary school no aya na enje common sa so wo de no wo ba wo se ba ko bi na the whole community no e sheba bi e hodum na mu nyina mo ye de mo ko na ebi so e criss cross so e de kai ga e no na ye hwe se ene krempe bebi a Owusu Bempah ko ye na ene otimi ejinu hudi say yes wo ye katachi no say e fa nipa ye fa say 3,000 ene na se timi bie mo ama ne fa 6,000 na obi free me village wo po bia gi so wo ba prepare wo de hwe ahoke ka odi beba hwe say no be serious say wo sua dia because wa nya opportunities o ye den wo ko prepare dan say wo be siesi ho no na ho no ma ye wo no tete no ye ya so ko ye wo no and this focus on your community day school no o ma che na you know get you I'm telling you, how much that you know get. So what do you know ye pa kasa e dan na ko ye se ko di obo e ba besisi no. Na kese se omo de attach the existing schools. Na ke timi fa nipa bebre. But no we need any so adu hu nti no. What want man look, we had a whole professor and not just why vice chancellor. No be here education minister.
You na na so.
Let's just say Jeffrey Sambra. I was shocked. The education center no Nyankopɔ adom yatimi aye ayiba one area Ghana for every America say digitalization what we say every no ade a enye physical say a wo be so mu no wudi wadi be hu no eya na manfo e hye da hu so emfa so anything na every America say school fees a aban etua edima nkolai esase emfa ma awofo say monje na mo fango gotuenti no omo hu so said yesterday so Nyankopɔ adom ene you see the whole Africa Ghana ana internet access to internet and they said a cheap fani ade the whole Africa Ghana the so and Ghana and yes a research you a international research oh mama be here Africa I just so boy abaso say yen and yet so and now sorry what time for first me can me call I can say Kadesh mama area bi ana me si o mo send Google location mama ana mo send
Google map no
ana me aja me call Google map mu me kwasa me de ba me ho so na me wo Santa Maria chi ho ba bi eh ana me bisa say baby ada de me call I go do gata bi ana me bisa me bo area no si oh e ho de Kadesh o ana me si na ese me say dey bisa sambati edeba and then me no wo kase bibia tutoye gogo emfa wo konko she ba bi da wo chomu a na de wo ko bibia se wo ko na wa do abo and then what ti dem a wo pese wo renew passport and one se wa fa phone na wa bo you can say www.passportonline wo de body sakeke wo se na apiaba no wa chase
na fele form
ni na wo de momo apia 100 Ghana no apia eno ano no about date say peke ebi wo hono a na nya de a ese kokotwa picture ebia wo pese wo ye reprint eno no indicate baby ese kokotwa picture no amount from the next day echo no wa peke date anytime I will pay
first name sa
first wo free web passport a wo be free wa bakra wo ba be ye forms wa submit member da be so wo de ko ye be fro any ade wo ba be twa photo awie ye se wo ko enye ready obi a fro enka hwencho wo be pass enye ready wo sa be count passport no na ro fe ene chese emu hotel da ni de kai ka ho no na nya de ketwa eso so ne ya ye ne simple obi ti wa ma so afa the phone wo say registry na ye was send this word wo ye ya wo saka na wo ko and then Ghana di bia bet ma ka say Ghana di bia o bank account because of mobile so because of mobile ninja no sa mobile money interoperability no apa ma chese obia mobile number aba be na account number sabre me ma link be you to me bank eti meti ma transfer scar from me bank to me momo meti ma send scar from me momo to me bank ye can say account the dia me pese bi to bia meti mi di momo ye dey eto e ba ye sanchi sheye bodi na no first na gedi wo obia say no sika e bia na Jessica kesi bia bra e bia 200 Ghana me fa say if you has here na oda who Jessica dey aya de pa dey say you say upia botin na kokko hwe be bia MTN for agent bi wo ba ko esi wo ha say dey ye Vodafone ha dey say okọ dada upechi sa wo sa be ka say sika keto aro let us say bra wa bre fuel la wa say so far drop in brother let us say ye ba be Jessica mu half any ade and then ya the simple eti amount for say wo mu sa de nana ebofo bi ti anu mo ye the freeze the country say no wo bu sia no mo ye ya na ya 70 na ya bo e da to wo mu so abo mu no ma ji no mo de ye no pe eti sa de ma we yina no ade telling us say wo mu ana e ba bi che the chief CEO of Ghana Cocoa Board ada wo kasa wo say look for the first time yen cocoa season no enkamu so as now chese ya hit record ye twa ayi no
2020
yes ye twa Cote d'Ivoire for no na on person obeka say ye twa omo because o kan say e dey say ye kan say referee do beba ye twa because e wo top a never be brave wo hodo a international organizations no and the ba room eti say ye top o mo ma sa nyoma no aba ye group ha no e dey better sa so o dey no o beti mini akikakra eti o defe no cocoa season twem e be twem September end eti o twa be dia hit 1 something na
1.3
yeah 1.3
as compared to 1.1
o ba wo say na ya ko ye dimu pa we eye Amammuo papa
okay
e hye papa a te say yetimi e dia ba ama bibia ekọ da yi one key thing me person me tanebia me de mano esi me nko keka de atwitwatwamu de dani ade kroma you say yeah free education
okay
a teacher for whom here from the basic to the last point a teacher for whom here na me essence me ye teacher ni no edru hono mo a na me ye passionate about it say krum ha say wa ha e ma ba bi bae maybe we school 1991 we school ju mu hodum yo hodum wa ebra September so ye na no e de jam kokko je milete eti milete take effect 1st September 1991 e de ja ye bi school na me ko ye bi school be 14 September o be me kokko ye be say straight away ye tire mu September October November December January na ye sika di nyina ba e di back pay ni ade ye tua ye kasa every month ye tua ye kasa chese ye di na musa ye bebedru baby a do mahama se o ma teacher for appointment a o de ekona kokko kira de ye behwe wakatua ma aseba mo wa kira de 2 years no aye 24 months no wasa afra mu nyina wa se da bi letter there the back there mistake eti mo ma ja appointment letter for eti teacher for group bi o hodo mu a wo mo pe ado mo nya appointment letters bi no eti ni about appointment letter for say adwuma na wa ye for 24 months no I don't know why I check Ghana eti dey bet me to aka 3 months ni e teacher for 3 months ga a teacher for be bree e hwe Wontumi TV sa se mo abike say ya try bet me afre ababeka ye sadi we nyina akufa no pa ya pa o say dabi teacher di bia ye fawa asisi atwa aka from day 1 koko si say overcall retirement di sadi mani nyina ye timaje na san na teacher ni be bia aba no wo kai say mahama allowance sabe ye time allowance ya na ye go school no ye time no na ye cadet sika no 1050 cedis and 50 sa 1000 cedis no and then 10 pesos no so just imagine 10 pesos that time ye dia need to be the whole life papa and then the pay ya so steady ya for 1 month and then kaka pasi basajade ba ya wasi wati ase
wono haya
pasi basajade wa ba metem wa ya fi ho wo school kai mere ma jinja jinji okay o anga mi la ho mere ma jinja jinji pasi basajade de nya padi ma pasi basajade jai ayi ozu be ba ti ase mere ya credit no odo kan twi aba ma ti ase me twi ona mu twi mi nya wa no okay na wa suba tijino me twi na se pa owo sa for ani ade ye papa
I don't disbelieve you because
na
we teach me
propose wa say me ka jam say wo mi say no mo bojuma na mo mi sa kofi besisi ade no ma ma che wa
na de ni
na o ti say propose wa so o teacher Anza, photo the teacher.
Oh, okay.
What's that there? Anza, and then Jango Pando was director of political affairs.
For the chief.
No, that's it. Bempah, you should not be China. That is true.
Simon na Ernest Owusu na.
Ya de isheshe biaba. Aha, Chimi China na bisro nti. Mami wi ame ho ntia no. Se ye tia no boko, mi mo ni no. Na apa ko fa se ma.
Ala se tia de proposal bi tia ade.
O de tia no. Mo ni de tia no.
Therefore, me na Hopeson ase na wonu so take e de ama therefore Wontumi TV na mo hwe ene anwumre yegusu a yedi nkomo wo Amammuo Nsem so Ernest Owusu Bempah convener, leader and founder of fixing the country movement anwumre ha na menua Hopeson Adorye and director of operations also ha no bokom na twumbuafo Kofisa Kennedy we leading member of the group anwumre ye no mo any discussions fa and some sisi abanyum a wasa se a wo ye any the person wo ye edi koduna ye yi hu bi edi mamono ns wiepe e beba homa so na ya from afrefo asana ye peja ye mo edi akomo a mo hwe messages ni doso ntimi kan na ye rama se ntimu se enua enzo hwe bi nan kasa ban no truly obomodin ye pa efie na no nsoro na wo adwuma ye ma me chief of staff Frima Osel Pare adwuma wo ye any initiatives so de eboa nana de nkokufu masa enya semkuta kwa mama na me sha pa ne obatampa adwuma o ye e de president say adwuma no betimi akoso na wo ye successful nyana na mete se agenda 111 mama yesi duma kutini pa ana say adwuma de no koso nyame sha Ernest aminto
na menua na me ka sembi se afena nra Hopeson me research with who say say a man penny Akufo-Addo or fix Ghana.
Sure.
Now fixing or fixing Ghana unprecedented in the history of Ghana. O man penny bebre aba beye adwuma but Akufo-Addo nyoma wo ye na ehu
be the so.
In terms of education, Ghana for say free education be trabio. Ya na ye fan say we normal. Etino and they made chance in Abubra me reading some script to be about when America in the 19th century almost started free education. President be a friend President Roosevelt in 1920 and was signed GI Bill into law. Say every child in America 1920 must have access to free education. That one, it was in the Nigerian it was in the American Constitution.
That's correct.
But he signed it into law. And then from 1920 about racial segregation 1945 and to this year to this level. Look at how America has dominated the world because of education. You talk about the scientists, you talk about all the top intellectuals, you talk about educationists, you talk about all these people are America is a world superpower. Is it not for initiative of one leader, a friend of President Roosevelt? Nsem and it was a Colombia to America. So now free education in America. And then as soon as I saw and Abaya Minia America Abe Procasset with that almost a Akufo-Addo could tell you so. Now did why dear Kwame Nkrumah and today I will say it here and say it again. Kwame Nkrumah free education among for cancer Kwame Nkrumah the Debayano. And just Kwame Nkrumah the free education by Ghana. Northern region. Let me read this for you to know. Say Kwame Nkrumah and the free education about Ghana.
And all the bad northern region.
Or the bad northern region. Now the colonialist has already started. I'm reading the script here. And let me read it for you to know. Say the British colonialist started the free education in some part of the northern region before Nkrumah took over and implemented it, maintained it, and then implemented free education started in 1949 in the Northern Territories with establishment of most secondary schools across the northern belt of the country. You understand? It's after the colonialists were leaving, after independent 1950, Nkrumah continued with the British colonialists, on implementation, they wanted the development gap between the northern region and the southern sector to bridge.
So it was not collective.
It was one, not even Nkrumah, who conceived that idea to do free education in the north. The argument that Kwame Nkrumah about the free education by a great leader, blah blah blah. My argument is simple. One, he didn't conceive the idea. Propaganda. It is here, and it's a historical fact. Say Kwame Nkrumah and the free education by another region. Because you implementing free education, and then Nkrumah taught it twice. You still have to maintain it, build more schools, expand it, build other secondary schools, and give young Muslim free access to education. Now, the second argument is it also gave a certain group of people be on one southern sector. Our parents,
to migrate
school, also not to have the privilege to go to school. So in effect, Kwame Nkrumah even segregated the country in terms of education, privileges, and rights. As United Nations go 5 I can't want them say every child must have access to education.
Okay.
Certain parts of the country benefited, including the former President Mahama. Ne papa was sika go wetin aboa amo aide wetin akọ school you couldn't have access na for tell you kumaseman enya santima mu tie the argument is that if Kwame Nkrumah your first president akosikoko beto na akosikoko na start free education na ono beto aso se eyadipa na mo bi enu mo osire mu no wantini afa magana nyina. One, looking at the population size
at that time,
Ghana population at that time is 6.9 million, as I say 6.5 million. Then lose 7 million, 8 million. Yes, I read the argument that Kwasikoko Sika or the Jaya Hopeson Sika Bruni ko the Jaya pound sterling Sika the more duo other Ghana population. He could have extended free education to all parts of the country, and Goma could not do it. Yenche Ekufuado Obaye Ghana, your population size is about 30 million.
30.3.
He came to meet an empty coffers. Empty coffers because Obaye na kwesi besashia de atwi ariska ni na. Amanaka dompe. Ozo de kache ye ofu ariska ni na amanaka dompe. Timenu ya wo hwe me wo TV so sesia. Say if you are privileged that your child is going to school irrespective of where you come from, baby biara wo Ghana chono ni twaso. And when you access to free education no, Ghana do dan Akufuado ase. Na dan Yankopon twedi apomba say ya do masese. But you are a great leader all fixing the problem of this country and making sure say in the next 20 years the reciting American example. The next 15, 20, 10, 20 years, 100 years from now, Ghana will probably be one of the greatest countries in Africa. Why? Because President Roosevelt in 1920 did the same thing and America has become a great superpower. The argument today is simple. The foundation of that country is education.
Okay.
Now, anybody should come and challenge me. Say, Akufuado is the greatest leader Ghana has ever had in terms of foundation our lay for free education and lay a mabru no koso school. So we are babru now so we are Ghana niba now we are mame now we are papa now we do mudi so Ghana di so person so Ghana now my Ghana you fix it now your problems in over there. Continue to support this regime MPP regime Nana do dan ko Akufuado aban any abaya was we so ya wa dwene say you have a change of mind in Ghana ha bibia nkoso na wo dwene daache na wo dwene so man no to one channel papa so man benya ina so papa dia. Look at the dynamics that I'm giving you.
Okay.
Now you share the future, you share foundation and na do dan ko Akufuado ali great leaders like Roosevelt in America and it lay that foundation. No leader and what man dwene check kan et man yet sir imputuduma ya di yedie ni nkoso bebre maburu Ghana yen empelifo dachi bi no you will be old and the younger ones will take over and if who will lead the or generational thinking no so bema maburu nyina nkosukua. What does that tell you? It tells you that the future of that country is very bright. It's simple. Yanko number 2, road network. Minya so person of mind be I fixing of money in Yaswa. Akwan any akwan ya ye ne akwan ya bema krono muabie. Anybody should dare me say after Nkrumah no leader in this country's history and why ya akwan che Nana Adudankwa Akufuado abanwi ya ba ya na before MPP took over the leadership of this country na akwan ya tete apansa mo Ghana NDC for the show green book maka was 77%. Roads are not saying other NDC for their throw these are facts. NDC for should come and challenge me. And then you are Makwata by road network for the first year in the history of Ghana. Road network almost about 3,500 kilometers to 4,700 kilometers of road within first year of any leadership in this country. Obima challenging first 4 years. Mama J Ford. Ekoye fufuso solar road. Emma na fufuso solar road. No of our kwata the beyesa road no. I nei yadi ko say green book mu say aye. Ene man fa green book to aba. What you say? The first lift of Rosa. Now Rosa Munchimonka wo Ghana mi nua no Ghana. Rosa atoto mu a na say akwa aka bomwa na say almost 2,076 kilometers. all over 60 regions.
Okay.
Nana Addo Akufo-Addo Edisika Dosopo 6.1 billion Ghana cedis, and they repair those rules. And you are telling me this leader is not fixing the country? Tell me, over your first 4 years, over 2 empty coffers. Empty coffers. Sika biya ni ho. But you Kwalasika ama almost about 400,000 to 500,000 kids are going to school free. So we are banking crisis. Minu mi obi esika da bank no kwasi ba sahye ade ene na busuafo ache bank sika ni na ma minu mi onu yesika ade da bank nyame ne di won fofie da Akufo-Addo ba ya ke sika nyina hye okotua almost 4.1 deposit sika o bank o wie no. Look at the amount of money, 6.1 billion Ghana cedis. And why they what call for their repair roads, terrible roads in this country. And this is a leader that you are talking with. Number 3 na minu anu abemu energy sector. So you see a fix your maya. You betu a total mess. Ewo Ghana ye nyina mkania and ye nyina musem so total mess. And I will say anybody should come and challenge me. Hey, ye they do so 4 years of mine no esan sikasam hye ye ne Amammuo boni any bad management titi na Ghana o maya nyame ahye ya ye wo gas ye wo oil Akufo-Addo bae na gas, Ghana gas, we produce 98 million cubic feet of gas a day. Abubra, Akufo-Addo bae, you increase the capacity of gas flow from 198 million cubic feet. Only Jubilee. Only Jubilee. You hear and you hear what we call tie-in, Sankofa tie-in, Sanzule tie-in. You the Jubilee, ENI, Sankofa together. And you have 350 million cubic feet of gas. And you go, Ninano, Akufo-Addo Nsem no. Nigerian gas, and supply gas in the Bano Bobo Sube. It is our time, you know, shut it down. A trouble plant, you know. There will be gas flowing to Taprade Regulatory Metering Station for Abuaze to be able to power our power plant to get energy for the people of Ghana. Okay. You buy baby a gas and from a Januko Jina, a flow water regulatory metering station. You the gas is distributed to all the country. No, now NDC for me will not only 109 million cubic feet per no Wontumi efa. You buy increasing it to 405 million cubic feet. Wow. Only 4 years, 405 million cubic feet. Achievement when a chewy. A band about home or detail. And so I can who. Apart from that, you know, your reverse flow. Said the Baya Asogli, Siadun Kanya, Amammuo Eastern Enclave, Bohunyan Kanyan, Asogli. We need to power it with gas. Said the Baya Betimama and Kanyan Eginaso. And on the reverse flow, Nigerian gas, they never know what to. And the other reverse flow, I'm Asogli, Timinia gas. Every year, I'm yet to power a plant to Asogli. I'm Yenya gas. It's all around the Akufo-Addo was so weird. Cow power, I'm going to we're not done in home a white elephant this war. Yeah, be an Akufo-Addo to $250 million. Every year, Ghana, no me real cigar, you try for cow power. Okay. And Kaso KTNA. That alone, you go for a cow power, ever be seen. Mary. I know cow power, ever be seen, Western region. Yet the Druben Alpha from a power plant, ABC, what the gas are from Abu car power, Mamma, you have 450 megawatts. And this is what I was saying. Megawatts said you buy the other can go boom boom to me. Okay? You buy it, you have more than 1,500 megawatts. A Akufo-Addo, a band. Okay. Make me explain it vividly. Car power alone is giving us 450. Reverse flow is giving us about 350. Taprade Regulatory Metering Station, Ghana gas, we are producing about 550 million megawatts. But the other, you know, Bekanwa, Komini, now Kosovo, Bekanwa, we are producing over 2,000 megawatts. Power to be created, Santi di Coco d'Ivoire. This is the kind of leadership. Obibebu Samse, Mamifa Wewe, Obibebu Samse, oh, and then Antaniano, still like that, who do. Mimi and women, they don't do. They say they do my pressure or certain areas. NDC for be there 18 years. 18 years, you know. transformer bi asi ofuro ofuri peso transformer no eye machine o ebi o mo ba inse so mbe change o mo be sika na ECG for ne green copo e be change o mo lines o mo anye o se bu studio a camera CCC ai se eye dada se mo change na mo de wo yesi ni bi ba o mo anye e no mo jale sa do mo ye ne se o mo ba power plant no ko sign take or pay generator na e be use no no ma ko sign agreement no ma to Ghana political because of the trouble on Benyadi. Okay. Akufo-Addo by who say power sector no what providing enough gas for power generation. You need to change
all the cables,
all the transformers, all the lines so that Kaniani Jinaswa onamwa et said the onam abrochimam na uji Amammuo papa the chewe. Okay, fixing the country movement. Okay. Yeah, two ya so say and your man papa Akufo-Addo ya unprecedented that ye dey sise Ghana mine and then Ghana after na Akufo-Addo fixing Ghana. Okay. Je Akufo ba e be fixing Ghana and Akosibe Sase ade nkofo e be say Akufo-Addo has started fixing and he's going to fix it. That is why we are fixing the Ghana movement. Fixing the country movement. Say yen ye be bo de wuru nene minu and then small ya kan hey if you say o and then Akufo-Addo aye no kwa me nkoma kura ntumi anye. Okay. And I say I still stand by it. So be me challenging me. Say kwa me nkoma no the free education ba no dey ready. Cause you call the buy and obey no to aso. Akufo-Addo aye bi afọchin kwa. Okay. But that's it. Free education about Ghana. I'm a neighbor who probably now baby 17 years. So make my call. Free. And of course. Many hopes and call a secondary school. Then call a shame. Senior players. And got a grand as I think my Jimmy Papa Akufo-Addo. No official free education. I am broken. One must say, your bread of court, no rubber about allow the listeners. They are the Ghanaian. Because I've said when you're ready, they cannot enter through the radio goals. I had your radio goals. Over 5 questions. Yeah, over 5 questions. But first call about 03224984 for Mr. Who did Baby Akasa free? Who did Baby Akasa free? Okay, 0322498403 0322498404. Ghana, you're far from class. Yeah, sorry, Aqua. 0322498403 0322498404. Until baby out here can be across the country. Baby out here can be changing with my pass to now. Yeah, far, wajin chair. Hello. Hello. Okay. Good evening, Baby Akasa free. Hello. Good evening. 0322498404 0322498403. Bra. Hello. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. But you didn't Baby Akasa free.